describe the relationship between the term and the number in the table and write an expression for the pattern. So here we have a term number and we have a number. So if we take a look at the relationship between this number here and this number here, we'll see a pattern emerge. As this number increases by 1 each time, this number goes down by 4, so it's subtracting 4 each time. So between -6 and -10, we subtract 4 and we subtract 4. So it might seem that we need to subtract 4 in our expression, but again, think of this as a multiple of -4. So we need to take our term number and multiply it by this factor each time. So in our expression, we will have -4 times, and we could just have t to represent the term number. So to find the constant, let's just take an example and plug it in. So we have to do something to this number to get this number. We have to multiply it by 4, -4 times 1, and then we need to add or subtract our constant, which we don't know what it is, and we need to end up with -2. So what can we add or subtract to -4 to get -2? And you might be able to see that you need to add 2. So -4 plus 2 equals -2. There should be a negative there. So we can see that our constant is going to be 2. So our expression will be -4t plus 2. And another way to determine the constant is to take a look at what I call the zero term. So what's the number that would come before this? What if we have a number and subtract 4 from it and get -2? What would that number be? What would we have to start with, then subtract 4 and get -2? And you can see that the zero term would be 2. So that's another way to find the constant. Now you can substitute some values in just to check to make sure this is correct. Let's substitute our value of 3. So -4 times 3 plus 2 needs to equal -10. So -4 times 3 is -12 plus 2 equals -10, so that is correct. So once you have substituted the values in and you find it's correct, you can be pretty sure. So you can always check your answer to see if the equation works.